So let's maybe start with searching for a specific mount. So let's say I want, a heavy duty monopole platform. As I start typing in MPPP, then the entire database will sort for all the IDs that contain that. And you can get whatever specific mount you're looking at, whatever specific dimensions, if you're looking for something specific to maybe some pipes or some dimensions or what have you, you can search through the data that's sorted. This is one way to sort the data here. So I'm going to erase that. Another way to sort the data is by application. So let's say I want to look at only mounts that go on a tower. So as soon as I do that, it's going to sort the entire database for all the mounts that would go on a tower. Similarly, you can sort by product type. Let's say you're interested in T-arms or rooftop mounts. You can sort the data with any item in these drop-down menus, or you can even sort by the series names if you are familiar with our nomenclature. But it doesn't just stop there. You have some advanced filters as well that reside in the additional filters button. So let's say you're really looking for something specific, like I'm interested in a monopole platform that has a face pipe width of 13 feet. Let's do that. So under face pipe width, I can drop that down and pick 13. And as soon as you click search, the database will automatically sort for all face pipe widths with 13 feet, which will be that fourth column here. I can go back and maybe say, okay, I don't want that anymore. I'm going to erase that filter. And let's say I want antenna pipe diameters of 2 7/8. So you can choose that here. And when you pick that, it's going to still sort the database for all the mounts that contain antenna pipes with 2 7/8 inch OD. So it's quite powerful. You can sort and find exactly what you're looking for, whether with the basic filters on the main page or with the advanced filters in this additional filters menu. So this is how to sort the data. Let's get to what data exists inside each row. So let's start with, want to just pick one randomly here, maybe second row here, MCCP12M-12-96. That's our medium duty monopole platform. And that would have 12 antenna pipes that are 96-inch long. So the first segment here is obviously going to be the application and the mount type. But the first segment here of data is going to be all dimensional data. So what kind of face pipe width you're dealing with, what kind of antenna pipe length you're dealing with, how many antenna pipes are on that sector, does it have crossovers, does it have a top rail, does it have an extended spine? This is for our sector frame product line. What kind of standoff distance is it from the tower or from the spine to the sector frame? So that's all dimensional data that you start with. As you start moving further down the database and you skip the dimensional data, then the second segment of data is going to be all the mount ratings. So these are going to be our internally generated M rating capacities for the mount for all three vertical eccentricities. The first one is going to be for 0-inch offset, no vertical offset at all. The second will be for a 6-inch offset, up or down. And the third will be a 24-inch offset of the antenna pipes, up or down. The third segment after that is going to carry all the EPA information for the mount. So if it's a monopole platform, then the EPA information will come in the form of EPA subscript A, which is the worst case EPA from the worst direction that you can use conservatively for any of the directions. If we are looking at sector frames, then the information will come in the form of EPA normal or EPA transverse or EPA subscript A in any of the three forms. Then the segment after that will have the geometrical and physical data of the mounts. So it'll have the overall weight, and it will have the overall height and the overall width. Then the final part here is going to have all the data that all engineers would be interested in, including myself. So that would be all the drawing packages, which will come in the form of DWG format or PDF format. You're also going to have access to the RISA file of the mount, the geometry only file, and you're going to have access to the internally generated capacity letter with all the parameters that were used to run the analysis and the results. There's also a rendered image in case you're ever interested to see what that product looks like. And then most importantly, the very last column down here is going to have the product revision of the mount. Now, this is important because the database is only going to have the most up-to-date data on that specific mount ID. So as you can see for the first line, currently we're on revision F. So it's going to have all the data according to revision F. Now, let's say you're working on an old site where you have this mount deployed, but it's a previous revision, let's say revision D. In that case, if you have any questions about information on the mount, if you need drawings, if you need component details, then just feel free to reach out to us directly, and we're going to send you all that data. But the data that exists in the database is going to be the most up to date.